Zane and I got up at the stroke, not even the stroke of morning, it was still pitch black for 2 hours of our driving. We got up at 4 a.m. to drive out here to Big Bend, about 460 miles away from San Antonio, to come out here camping with Faiz and them. And Faiz had left with Jamil and Nabil yesterday to come out here. So Zane and I made the, let's see how long we've been driving.
The long journey.
5 hours and 45 minutes we've been driving. And we're in the middle of Big Bend State Park. And we're crossing through to the other side. And I got pulled over a couple times. Once by a state trooper, and the other time by a park ranger within this park. I was doing about 80 and a 45, and he cut me a huge break on like a $300 ticket. But anyways,
we're out here surviving.
We're out here surviving. So we've been trying to get a call in on them, and so for like 200 miles out from here, we've been calling them, you know, every 20 minutes. Finally, we get a call back, and it was really shoddy. Then I get a text from Nabil, and let me read you guys what the text says.
Our rescue crew. This is what our rescue crew said.
From Nabil. We're on the off-road trail and now are stuck. The truck is broken, front passenger side ball joint is snapped. He has an aftermarket part, so the original Ford part might not work. Please help, Nabil. So, we get a good phone call in, a connection, and talking to Faiz, and he says, Danny, I snapped the passenger ball joint of my truck. So then naturally we're like, where are you? And he goes, I'm on a trail called Old Ore Road. I said, okay, I'll go out there and I'll pick you guys up and come out. He goes, well, here's the thing. I snapped the ball joint because my truck can't handle it, so your car won't handle it. So they're 15 miles off of the main road. Off the main road, they're like somewhere out that way.
In the middle of these mountains.
And then, so we're on our way back. So because I got pulled over earlier, the park ranger said we can only go 45. I was 10 miles past the visitor center on the other side, and Faiz is 20 miles this side of the visitor center. So I was 30 miles away. I can only go 45 because I'm not getting a ticket in here again. So it took us the better half of 45 minutes to get to where Faiz is, and then I told them to start hiking out to the road. So Zane and I finally got here.
Yeah, we did.
To Old Ore Road.
Yeah.
Old Ore Primitive Road. 4-wheel drive recommended. Roadside campsite permit required. No ground fires. Leave no litter. Old Ore Road. Off-road vehicle travel is prohibited. Fuel vehicles before entering. Permit required for campsite. Pack in, pack out. No ground fires. 4-wheel drive required. Alright, take this, Zane. March forward. See how far up we can go. Oh god.
Deep into the wild. Watch out for that rock.
Yeah.
Just take it slow. Oh, do you see that?
Oh my god. Faiz! We went back about, how far do you think we went? About 10 miles?
10, 12 miles.
10, 12 miles of this backcountry bullshit. And I got to the point where my car couldn't take it anymore. So we decided to leave a note and turn around. So we left, got back out of the road. It took us another hour-ish to get out, back to the visitor center. And then when we get to the visitor center, right as we get there, we get a call from Nabil and them. They got to where I turned around. So we turned around, drove back 20 miles, 40 miles an hour, and now I'm going back, and I am about 5 miles away from them. Yep. So we found the.
And out here you can see 3 Asians in the wild wilderness. Water? Water? Water?
You should see where it broke.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
Him, because his face started to be red. Got them. We're making a documentary of
They're
Saving
laughing
Bill.
well.
All the things we've seen. Completely called it. All the things we had to do to survive.
I really don't give it. I know either if I called it.
I hope you guys are okay.
Hey man, when you're calling your best friends to come save you, what'd you think they were gonna do? Not give? Told you we'd make it, guys.
Nabil was so peppy along the way. I was like, what the?
Got my camp mosaic out, Zane. You know how I was during all camp? Happy ass.
We're running on 3 hours of sleep.
Seriously. You guys have 3 hours of sleep? Yeah. Gases here? Did you fill up? Yeah. No, it's like 250. Oh, here in the park? Yes. And then outside is 230. Yeah. Yesterday, the guys hiked out and we got to the car. So then I drove to the visitor center, 30 minutes away from here, and then we went from the visitor center to a town called Alpine, which is 95 miles away, which took about an hour and a half. And then we got there at about 6 o'clock.
Town closes at that time, apparently.
And you can pitch in whatever you want. And so then we went to AutoZone, which closed at 9. Asked them if they had the part. Fight's truck suspension is aftermarket, so they didn't have it. So then we figured, since there's a 20-mile hike back to the truck where all camping gear is, and we're already in town, we should find a room in town. Zane, you want to tell this part?
Yeah, we went to Benito's.
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos. Yeah, where there was an Indian couple that ran the place, and they started off talking Urdu, which I knew how to speak, and I was checking to see if they were going to haggle me, and they were just saying that they didn't have a 2-bedroom room, so they gave me a 1-bedroom. Signed the papers or whatever for the rent.
Worst idea ever.
Paid them, went in, probably spent a maximum of 15 minutes in that room before we decided that
We can't do this.
we couldn't do it.
This place was like textbook, like
Like-
Blindside, where Michael Orr's mom lived.
Door.
There was a blood stain on the wall.
The walls were yay thin.
So we went back down and told them that we're leaving, and we got our money back. Went to a place that was
A million times nicer.
Million times nicer.
Not 1 bed, but 2 beds.
It was like secure and safe and comfortable.
It was-
We slept a night and then woke up this morning. We had to get
With a
radios
Radio
because
Shack.
I told Faiz at the beginning of this trip to buy a CB radio because I have a CB radio so we can talk to each other in case something happens. In case something happens. Something happened. He didn't have it. Couldn't talk. So Faiz bought these radios for $80. And we can check this out. Watch. Faiz, come back.
We're here, over.
Say hi to the GoPro.
Hi, over.
All right, let me know if you need more help. Over.
Can you hear us honking? Over.
Give me an SOS honk. Nothing. So
It's like cricket.
Over.
this morning we drove back. We drove the hour and a half back over here. After I gassed up, right now I'm on like my 6th tank. Okay, I've gone 819 miles. 20 miles.
To the truck is 20
Right.
miles.
From where we're at right now to the truck on the off-road trail is 20 miles. So we dropped him off and the park ranger came in, and so we asked him if he could pick him up and give him a ride. You know, the guys had already left. They're about 2 miles ahead of us. And the guy seemed extremely reluctant to help us, and he's like,
Trying to find every excuse to not help.
Do they have water? He's gonna change it all on the side of the trail. He's like,
There's
"Has
2 of
somebody-"
them, right?
Yeah, he's like, is it just him or are there other people? Someone else giving him a ride yet? I was like, no, if someone gave him a ride, we wouldn't be asking.
you.
Saying he reluctantly gave in. I was like, well, I'll go see if I can help him. I was like, all right, thanks. great. But then we got hungry, so we decided to leave to go to the park center, which was 30 minutes away. Went to the park center, cleaned up a little bit, got some food, got some gas. On my way back, I got pulled over by the park ranger. So what happened was I was driving out here. 45 miles an hour. I had it on cruise control, 45 miles an hour. My radar goes off, right? So I slowed down, and I knew he was coming, and I saw him. So then he's going down, and I was going 45. And then I look in the rear view, and the guy turns around, and I was like, okay, well, maybe he's pulling somebody else over. So he follows me for about a half mile, just following me, and I was watching the speed. Then we get to this downhill grade. We get this downhill grade, and then I put up the sunshade in the back so the mofo can't look into my car, but then I kind of got stuck, so I was paying attention to that, wasn't really paying attention to the speed. Started to go over a little bit, no more than 5 miles an hour, and the guy turns on his lights and pulls me over. He goes, you know why I pulled you over? I was like, no, Officer Doofus, why did you pull me over? He's like, you were going a little bit fast back there, about 5 over, and your license plate cover back there is covering too much of the word Texas.
Still not much better.
So we concluded that these guys have nothing better to do. They don't go out and they don't help the people that are out here if they need help and if they're in distress. But you're driving through this damn road.
And they can't see what state you're from.
They can't see what state you're from, but they can clearly still read it. Like, you can still see that that's Texas. It's like the letter's this big and like this much of the plate covers it. And so they'll happily pull you over for going 5 over, not even on a downhill, mind you, a big old downhill out here in Big Bend. And that won't help us. So anyways, check back later.
We see you. Over.
No way.
Talking earlier? Over.
Who's that?
Yo, we can see you. Over.
Is that you guys?
Roll down your window. Tell them to honk.
Honky horn. It's you guys!
Yes! Oh no!
Oh!
Yeah,
Oh, God!
God, Bruce!
Damn! Oh! You help you back up or are you good? Oh! Oh, God! Oh, man! I mean, I knew you was all about that slam life, but damn!
How's that new ball joint?
Our ghetto ass ball joint right there.
That's the first one we put on. It worked all the way through.
Nice. What's that
Nice.
sound?
The engine cooling down.
Oh, okay. Is it hot? That's what it's supposed to look like. He followed us for a good, he was in front of us, like following us for a good bit. You know, mostly intact. Can't say that every day. Trail rescue. Damn, that's why the Ford Ranger, the park ranger was weird. I was like, what if those guys got a ride? I was like, I don't know. Damn. Damn.
Hey, no $1,000 bill.
Right by you?
What?
When he chimed in, we just burst out laughing.